EFL Championship, England. The Championship is a marathon of grit and glory, 24 teams, 9 months, 46 rounds, and a roller coaster of emotions. It's where underdog clubs chasing a dream meet big teams dropping down with Premier League money. Week in, week out, one giant matchup could turn into a David versus Goliath tale. The drama doesn't just simmer, it explodes. The promotion playoff final at Wembley is often dubbed the richest game in sport, where cold nerves become legends. The 2024-25 season was pure chaos. Leeds United and Burnley surged into automatic promotion spots, while Sunderland staged a dramatic comeback at Wembley to seal the final ticket. Players rise and shine here. Joe Bellingham showcased maturity beyond his years, leading the charge for Sunderland. A record breaker emerged too. Jeremy Manga shattered Jude Bellingham's mark as the youngest ever championship goalscorer at 16 years and 1 month. Meanwhile, Adam Wharton, once a promising youngster at Blackburn, made his mark before heading up to the Premier League. The league's legacy runs deep. Think of stars like David Beckham, Harry Kane, and Gareth Bale, who once used the championship as a launchpad to superstardom. And here's what's new. Leeds began their Premier League comeback with a 1-0 win over Everton, sealed by Lucas Nmesha's late penalty. The ripple effect of promotion continues. LaLiga Hypermotion, Spain. Spain's Segunda Division, now branded Hypermotion, is where tactical flair meets sheer heart. It's a battleground of possession maestros, counterpunchers, and aging icons. Played out in charming stadiums from Asturias to Andalusia. The 2024-25 season ended with a wave of emotion. Levante stormed back up, Elche followed suit with a dominant finish, and Real Oviedo, after a 24-year exile, clinched promotion via a playoff that felt scripted for Hollywood. Oviedo's veteran hero, Santi Cazorla, scored a penalty, driving fans wild as they stormed the pitch. Football heritage at its most magical. What's special here? The league is a scout's paradise. Teams rotate between tight 4-2-3-1s and adventurous 4-4-2s, adapting to frozen pitches or sudden rains. Clubs like La Fabrica and others ship out teen prodigies to sharpen them amid savvy veterans. Players here are often ready for La Liga stardom. The geographical diversity is stunning. The upcoming 2025-26 season features 22 teams from 13 regions, more than ever, bringing fixtures to places from Ceuta to Andorra with fascinating travel logistics. The emotional pull is deep. Attendances are soaring. Segunda crowds now outstrip some Primera figures, showing how these clubs aren't just teams, they're the soul of their communities. Serie B, Italy. If you love tactical intrigue and raw emotion, Serie B delivers both in spades. Picture-packed stadiums, rival mega derbies, and ultras setting the scene, alongside coaches who shift formations mid-game like it's second nature. The 2024-25 campaign crowned Sassuolo as champions after a reset under Fabio Grosso that saw them dominate the league with 75 points and retain stars like Domenico Berardi and Armand Loriente. Meanwhile, Pisa, guided by Filippo Inzaghi, combined productivity with efficiency, scoring 58 goals and boasting one of the lowest goals against records, to seal promotion. Cremonese forced their way back to Serie A too, winning a nerve-shredding playoff final 3-2 over Spezia. Young talent shines here. Scottish left-back Josh Doig flourished with Sassuolo during their title run and earned a senior Scotland call-up. Rising stars are everywhere, with several standout U23 players making waves in data-driven performance rankings. Recent news adds to the narrative. Pisa secured promotion for the first time in 34 years, sparking wild celebrations, even after losing their final match. Second Bundesliga, Germany. Fast, loud, and relentlessly competitive. The second Bundesliga is where football pulses with energy and excitement. Every match feels like a festival. Packed terraces, passionate chants, and football played fast and vertical. 2024-25 highlights. 1 FC Köln clinched promotion with a clean 4-0 win over Kaiserslautern, marking their return to the Bundesliga. Hamburger SV followed, sealing their comeback with a 6-1 thrashing of Ulm. Celebrations were wild, and tens of thousands of HSV fans flooded the streets of Hamburg, letting history and hope collide in an unforgettable homecoming. This league lives and breathes gegenpressing, and teams are frequently packed with academy gems. Think of Ransford-Yeboah Königsdörfer, who became a breakout winger for HSV with 14 goals in the 2024-25 season and even earned his first caps for Ghana. Not to mention cerebral talents like Aaron Zahner, a left-back who quietly dominated build-up play under the radar. Big clubs, big crowds. VfL Bochum and Holstein Kiel are eyeing immediate returns after relegation, promising another heated season ahead. Promotion fuels dreams, relegation brings tough reckonings, the stakes are high, and drama is guaranteed every weekend. Ligue 2, France. A lab for tactics and talent. Coaches here blend compact mid-blocks with electric transitions, turning academy gems into first-team regulars before the rest of the world catches on. The 2024-25 storyline. Lorient steadied and surged to the title. Paris FC converted years of smart planning into automatic promotion. Metz clawed through the playoff. The scouting is ruthless, the budgets are tight, and the margins are hair-thin. One hot winter run can rewrite a season. Stadiums might be smaller, but the noise is mighty, and the away trips, from Normandy wins to Mediterranean nights, test squads in every element. If you want to spot tomorrow's two-footed fullback or the next press-resistant six, start here. Eerste Divisie / Keukenkampioen-Divisie, Netherlands. Part talent factory, part chaos machine, in the best way. Between senior clubs and young, U23 sides, the league is a weekly audition for prospects and a redemption arc for late bloomers. In 2024-25, FC Volendam clinched the title and automatic promotion early, Excelsior joined them, and Telstar stunned the country by winning the playoffs over Willem II to complete a fairy tale rise. It's classic Dutch ball, technical, brave, and tactically curious. One Friday night, you're watching crisp 3-4-3 patterns. The next, a throttle-down 4-2-2-2 sprinting in waves. The buses are short hops, the pitches are tidy, and the stands are intimate, perfect for nurturing confidence before the leap. Liga Portugal 2. Ever wondered where Portugal keeps finding slick wingers and press-proof midfielders? A lot of them sharpen here. The league is a cradle of technique and structure, compact defenses, smart rest defense, ruthless counters. The 2024-25 season delivered a feel-good tale. Tondela took the title, while Alverca, climbing from the third tier, completed a rapid rise with automatic promotion. B teams add spice. Veteran center backs teach masterclasses in positioning, and every set piece feels choreographed. It's also a scouting paradise for clubs hunting value before prices explode. Scottish Championship. Scottish Championship. The Scottish Championship is the second tier of Scottish football, just under the Premiership. It only has 10 teams, which makes it smaller than most other second divisions, but that's part of its charm. Every game matters, and clubs play each other 4 times a season. That means rivalries burn hot, and there's little room for error. Promotion works like this. The top team goes up automatically, while the second, third, and fourth teams battle with the 11th place Premiership team in a playoff. It's intense, high-stakes football where one goal can mean millions in revenue. Relegation, on the other hand, sends the bottom club down to League 1, with the 9th place side also facing a survival playoff. The 2024-25 season showed how unpredictable it is. Falkirk stormed back to the top after years in the lower leagues, and Livingston clawed their way up through the playoff. Crowds may not be as big as in the top flight, but passion makes up for it. Packed away ends, bouncing terraces, and songs that never stop. It's also been a launchpad for players John McGinn, who played in the Championship with Hibs, is now Aston Villa's captain in the Premier League. Even legends like Kenny Miller finished their careers here, giving younger teammates priceless experience. Transfers are usually about hungry young players on loan from Celtic, Rangers, or English academies, alongside seasoned veterans who drop down a tier to guide squads. This mix makes games unpredictable. You might see a teenager scoring a screamer one week and a 35-year-old controlling the midfield the next. Challenger Pro League, Belgium. The Challenger Pro League is Belgium's second division, recently rebranded to give it a fresh identity and make it more attractive to fans and investors. It's become a real launchpad for young talent and testing ground for clubs hoping to reach the famous Jupiler Pro League. The league usually has 16 teams, mixing historic names with ambitious smaller clubs and even U23 sides from Belgium's giants, like Club NXT, Club Brugge's youth team, and RSCA Futures, Anderlecht's academy team. These youth squads add spice because you'll often see teenagers going head-to-head with hardened veterans. The 2024-25 season crowned Zulte Waregem, a club with European experience, as champions. Meanwhile, La Louvière surprised everyone by finishing runners-up and earning promotion, an incredible rise considering their struggles just a few years ago. What makes this league special? Scouting and analytics. Belgian football is famous for spotting and developing talent early. Players like Thibaut Courtois and Kevin De Bruyne once came through these pathways. Player sales. Clubs here often sell stars to bigger leagues in France, Netherlands, or directly to the Premier League for big fees. Local passion. Stadiums are smaller, 5,000 to 10,000 seats, but the ultras make them shake. Rivalries like RWDM versus Union SG before promotion still carry fire even in the second tier. Playoff system. The format has shifted over the years, but promotion and relegation battles are always tense, with playoffs often deciding everything in May. It's a league of opportunity and drama, where young strikers use it as a launchpad, fallen giants fight to climb back, and every regional town treats match day like a holiday. USL Championship, USA. The USL Championship is America's second division, sitting just under Major League Soccer, MLS. It's huge by second-tier standards, around 24 to 27 teams, split into Eastern and Western conferences, which means lots of regional rivalries and brutal travel. Think coast-to-coast flights and 100-degree summer games. In 2024, the Colorado Springs Switchbacks finally lifted their first-ever title, beating Rhode Island FC 3-0 in the final. That was huge. Colorado Springs have long been known for their rowdy fans and high-altitude home advantage, and Rhode Island making the final in their debut season showed how fast new clubs can rise. The USL is also a proving ground for stars. Matt Turner, USMNT and now Nottingham Forest, played here with Richmond Kickers before his MLS breakthrough. Tyler Adams, Bournemouth and US captain, had USL minutes with NY Red Bulls too. Even Didier Drogba once played here at 39 with Phoenix Rising, putting the league on the global map. Crowds are no joke either. Sacramento Republic often sell out 10,000 plus seats. New Mexico United bring European-style atmosphere, and Louisville City have built a modern soccer culture in Kentucky with trophies to match. And the branding game? Elite. From bold team names like El Paso Locomotive and Las Vegas Lights, who've had llamas as mascots, to some of the sharpest kits in American soccer. It's fast, fun, unpredictable football, and a league where dreams of MLS, Europe, or just hometown glory are all on the line. Campeonato Brasileiro Serie B, Brazil. Brazil's Serie B is a wild, non-stop football ride. With 20 teams playing a grueling 38-match season, it's a test of endurance. Imagine flying from the Amazon one week, then facing intense coastal heat the next. Every game matters. The atmosphere is electric. Even in the second tier, some clubs draw 20,000 to 40,000 fans, and rivalries run deep. In 2024, Santos, relegated for the first time in their 112-year history, bounced right back up, winning the title. They were joined in promotion by Mirassol, Sport Recife, and Ceará. What makes Serie B special? The mix. Historic giants like Vasco da Gama, Bahia, and Grêmio rub shoulders with ambitious underdogs. Some clubs are fighting to survive. Others are chasing the dream of top-flight football. Serie B is also a talent factory. Stars like Richarlison from América Mineiro, Cebolinha from Fortaleza, and Rafinha from Avaí all made their names here before lighting up the international stage. The playstyle? Raw, fast, and unpredictable, where a teenage winger can dazzle one week and a grizzled veteran bulldozer leads the line the next. And Serie B isn't just about the long grind. Recently, drama spilled over into Serie A when Santos suffered a historic 6-0 home loss to Vasco da Gama. This shock result, Vasco's biggest win over Santos in 98 years, not only led to Santos sacking their coach Kleber Xavier, but also left Neymar in tears, calling it the worst defeat of his career. Primera Nacional, Argentina. Argentina's Primera Nacional is the country's second tier and one of the most dramatic leagues in South America. It's massive, 37 teams, split into two zones, with clubs traveling thousands of kilometers on long bus rides that test both legs and patience. From the dry north to the windy south, every away game feels like entering a new world. The format is classic Argentine chaos. Winners of each zone face off in a one-match final to decide the first promotion. The Reducido playoff, basically a mini tournament, gives another promotion slot. At the bottom, 4 teams are relegated, a brutal drop given how hard it is to climb back. The atmosphere? Electric. The hinchadas, ultras of teams like Nueva Chicago, Belgrano, and Chacarita Juniors turn even second division games into full-on festivals of smoke, bombs, flags, and deafening chants. It's also a breeding ground for stars. Paulo Dybala played here with Instituto before heading to Europe and becoming a World Cup winner. Lautaro Martinez cut his teeth with Racing's reserves, but also sharpened in the lower leagues. Legendary strikers like Hernan Crespo and Carlos Tevez played against Primera Nacional sides early in their careers. What makes it special is the mix of fallen giants and hungry upstarts. In recent years, huge clubs like River Plate, 2011-12, and Independiente, 2013-14, have shockingly spent a season down here, proving no one is safe. On the flip side, smaller clubs like Patronato or Sarmiento have risen from obscurity to challenge in the Primera División. The football is raw and tactical at the same time. You'll see brutal physical battles, clever time-wasting, and last-gasp set-piece drama. A 1-0 win here can feel bigger than a derby in the top flight, because it might mean survival or promotion. J2 League, Japan. The J2 League is Japan's second division, and it's known for being one of the most organized and polished second tiers in world football. It's not chaos like South America or grit like Scotland. This is a league where structure, planning, and detail shine through. The setup is clear. 20 to 22 teams fight through a long season. The top two earn automatic promotion to J1, while clubs finishing 3rd to 6th battle in a promotion playoff for one more golden ticket. Relegation is equally brutal. Usually 2 go down, so every point counts. In 2024, 2 fallen giants reclaimed their place. Shimizu S-Pulse and Yokohama FC went straight up, while the playoff kept fans biting their nails until the very end. Crowds are passionate but polite, with fan groups traveling across the country, waving flags, banging drums, and singing for 90 minutes. Japanese football culture is one of the most vibrant anywhere. What's special about J2 is how it produces stars. Many Japanese internationals began here. Shinji Okazaki, World Cup hero and Leicester City champion, started with Shimizu before exploding onto the scene. Takumi Minamino, Liverpool, Monaco, spent time at Cerezo Osaka, who bounced between J1 and J2. Kaoru Mitoma, Brighton and Japan's new poster boy, sharpened his craft in the J-League system that J2 feeds into. The football itself is quick, tactical, and beautifully coached. Teams work on crisp build-up, positional play, and smart pressing. Pitches are immaculate, preparation is meticulous, and sports science is embedded everywhere. For scouts, it's a dream. J2 is a treasure chest of the next Japanese exports bound for Europe. In short, J2 is where discipline meets passion, producing players, coaches, and atmospheres that punch far above second-tier status. Saudi First Division League, FDL. The FDL is Saudi Arabia's second tier, but it feels more like a launchpad than a fallback. With huge investment flowing into Saudi football, even the second division has been transformed. New stadiums, better infrastructure, and more spotlight than ever before. The format is straightforward. 2 teams go up automatically, while the 3rd to 6th spots battle in a playoff for the final promotion ticket. At the other end, a few unlucky clubs drop into the second division, which keeps the pressure on from start to finish. In 2024-25, the big story was Al Najma and Neom sealing the automatic places, while Al Hazem snatched the playoff route, proving that with the right project, promotion can come fast. What makes the FDL exciting is its mix. You'll see towering strikers and speedy wingers alongside clever midfielders who control games. Travel is wild. Teams go from desert towns to coastal cities, with games played in everything from traditional bowls to futuristic arenas. It's also a league where talent emerges. Many Saudi internationals sharpened here before starring in the Saudi Pro League or even abroad. For example, Saleh Al-Sheri, Al-Hilal, and Saudi national team striker spent time in the lower tiers before becoming a World Cup goal scorer. Rising stars like Talal Hossawi and others are now making names for themselves in FDL before big moves. The FDL is special because it's ambitious yet competitive. Every club sees itself as a potential giant. With Saudi Arabia's football revolution in full swing, don't be surprised if this second division keeps producing names, stories, and atmospheres that feel top class. That's it for today's video. So tell me, which league do you think is the toughest? Is it Argentina's chaotic league, Japan's polished J2, or the relentless grind of the championship? Let me know in the comments, and let's settle this debate. And hey, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you want more football stories like this.